We want to wish everybody a good morning. I'm Bill Worrell, a proud alumnus of the University of Houston, and happy to be with all of you on this historic day for Houston athletics and the city of Houston. We're breaking ground today on a stadium that is not only for us, but it's for the city that bears the name of the university. I remember the little cougs that have been bussed over. I run into people all the time that are married now and have families, and they say, we remember coming over to Robertson Stadium and watching the Cougars play. Now we've got a family, and we're just so happy now that the university is getting a new stadium. So this is going to be a stadium not only for us, but the entire city, and we welcome everybody to come out. Now, whoever wrote this script, it was trying to give me an outline, and they sent it to me yesterday, and this next sentence says, it seems like only yesterday when I was a student at the U of H. No, it doesn't. Folks, I hate to admit it, that was 51 years ago when I set foot on the U of H campus. We had about 9,000 students. We had aspirations to be a great university. And we are. We hadn't had state approval yet to be a state university, and that came the very next year by the state legislature, and then we moved up to about 20,000 students, and now we've got so many students and so many buildings, it's hard to comprehend. But it's been a great run. I came out here the same year that our new football coach arrived. He was an assistant at Michigan State University. And Bill Yeoman, and he's still with us. Bill, are you over there? Coach, I remember meeting you and you telling me things that the U of H was going to be able to accomplish, and I didn't believe you at the time, but I certainly, when you look back at it, I remember my first game as a Cougar, I was a freshman, was out at Rice Stadium. And the Cougars beat Baylor by 3 touchdowns. And I said, man, this is pretty good. Because the U of H was an independent. The very next weekend, we had to play at Rice Stadium again. And the Cougars beat Texas A&M. And I said, man, this is really going to be good. And Coach Yeoman led us to an 8-2 season that first year. And we went to the Tangerine Bowl. And then it was onward and upward. We played at Rice Stadium. We came back on campus to play at Old Jefferson Stadium, which became Robertson Stadium. We've been to the Astrodome, and actually Judge Hoffines, who was a former mayor of Houston, owned the Astros, and he wanted the University of Houston in his new dome. And that was a great occasion for us because at the time, and I think Coach Yeoman will say this, it was a great recruiting tool for us at the University of Houston because it was truly the 8th wonder of the world. And we were able to move into the dome and call it our home. Then it was back here to Robertson Stadium on campus again. And now, that's it. As we get ready to start the program, I want to bring up a district supervisor for Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who couldn't be with us today, Anthony Freddy, who's going to read a proclamation.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, I bring you greetings. As you know, she does send you her well wishes and your congratulations on a fabulous new start, new beginning with the brand new stadium. I won't be long, but I want to thank the president of this great university on behalf of Congresswoman and to the athletic department for your vision, for your togetherness in terms of the students, of their great future for a brand new stadium for the athletes of this great university. A certificate of congressional recognition is presented to the University of Houston on the occasion of the football stadium groundbreaking celebration of 2013. Now, therefore, it be resolved that on behalf of the constituents of the 18th Congressional District of Texas, I take great pride in recognizing the University of Houston for their football stadium groundbreaking. Walter Camp's ideal of the game has expanded to become one of the Americans' favorite pastimes. With the erecting of a new 40,000 seating sports arena, we are granted the opportunity for a grand experience, a trademark of the University of Houston. The constituents of the 18th Congressional District of Texas are grateful and proud of your growth and the commitment to athletics. Your contribution to our community is worthy of the commendations, respect, and the admiration of the United States Congress. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee of the 18th Congressional District. Thank you this morning.
Our next spokesperson is a fellow alumnus having graduated with a law degree from the U of H Law Center. She has over 30 years of an experience as an attorney and often appears as legal commentator on CNN, Court TV, and Fox News. Please welcome the board chairman, Nelda Luce Blair. I'm not going to call you Chair Blair.
That's what they all call me.
I know it.
His script says Chair Blair, and he says, I'm not going to call you Chair Blair. I said, everybody else here does. Thank you, Bill. Good morning, everybody. What a fabulous crowd. What a fabulous day. And how about that view from our new stadium? We do have quite a few elected officials with us, and we really want to take the opportunity to recognize them because they work so hard for us. Congress is in session, the legislature's in session, but they're here today to help us kick off this new stadium. So we want to, first of all, thank you so much, Anthony, for being here for Congresswoman Lee. We just met with her this week in Washington, and so we know that her heart's here with us today. She's always a great, great Cougar supporter, so thank you. Also from our Texas House of Representatives today, we have a Cougar alum, Carol Alvarado. Another one, and one of our greatest backers, Bill Caligari. From the Houston City Council is Wanda Adams, whose district we sit in. It's a proud day for her. Also, Melissa Noriega, another Cougar. And by the way, her husband, Rick Noriega, one of our former state reps, also a Cougar. And the Honorable from City Council, James Rodriguez, another Cougar. From the Harris County Commissioner's Court, representing Judge Emmett today, who couldn't be here, is Ryan Walsh. Ryan? And representing our tax assessor collector, Mike Sullivan, a great supporter, Kelly Waterman. I also bring you greetings on behalf of the rest of the Board of Regents, almost all of whom are here today. My right arm and Board Vice Chair, Jarvis Hollingsworth. Regent Spencer Armour. Regent Nandita Berry. Regent Roger Welder. Regent Welkin Wilson Jr. And Regent Gage Raba. And we even have some former regents with us today. Now, I'm sorry to tell you guys, your name will not be on the plaque in this stadium. Mine will. But we do appreciate you being here today. Jim Wise. Bo Smith. He's out there. Tamesia Glover Harris. Michael Simo. Former Chair Leroy Hermes. And also former Chair Welcome Wilson Sr. Around these parts, he's known as Cougar Maximus. You know, not a week goes by these days that we're not opening some building or breaking ground somewhere. I feel like I live on campus again. Just these past few months, we've opened the expanded Blaffer Art Museum, the stadium parking garage, the classroom and lab building across the street, Cougar Woods Dining Facility, which is fabulous, by the way, and of course has vegetarian now that we have Renew Couture here. The University Business and Classroom Building next to SEMO Hall. And the board last week approved a formation of a health science center, and so this week we opened the first building there. We're moving fast, folks, at the speed of light, I can tell you. And in the future, is going to hold even more openings. For example, Cougar Village 2 is coming. Cougar Place right behind us. Yet another very much needed parking garage at Moody Towers. And by 2014, the expanded University Center, which you can see under construction if you come into the main entrance. This building boom, of course, will be capped in grand style by this football stadium in time for the 2014 season. And finally, our gratitude and my personal admiration to the one person whose vision, passion, and constant focus, and I might mention strong arm, have brought change to this university that we have never dreamed of before. It's transformed it from a good regional university to a spectacular nationally and internationally recognized university of the first tier. Of course, I'm talking about our chancellor, our president, our rock star, Dr. Renew Couture. Thank you.
Wow, what a great day. I'm just so honored, humble, and pleased to be here today. You know, a lot of people think this day would not come. This day is here. We are here. I thank the people who hired me here at the university. All my former regents are here today. Current regents are here today. It is absolutely delightful to be part of this university, part of this community here. When I came here, I don't know if you remember, there was a plan on paper to build the end zone facility to our stadium. You remember that? It was the end zone facility. Why? Because that's all we could afford. That's all we could do. No. That's all we could do wasn't good enough for us. We needed to do what is best, what is cutting edge, what is deserving of our student athletes, of our program, and of our dream. So I always think, I have a motto in front of, I put it on my desk, and it says, dream big and persist. And if you dream big and you persist, Mahatma Gandhi said that first they will ignore you, then they will laugh at you, then they will fight you, and then you win. Today, we are here, having won. Now, of course, they have given me a script, but I never followed a script, so I'm not following today. But let me turn to now thank another partner in crime with me, and that is my athletic director, Mac Rhodes. Yes, give him a big hand. You can plan and you can dream big, but if there's somebody there with you not dreaming and not planning big, then it becomes very difficult or sometimes impossible. Mac came with even bigger dreams and bigger hopes and bigger belief that this place and this university would soon see the days that we have seen in the past. And I can tell you, I can see many markers. One thing that I'm particularly proud as the president is, by the way, we planned this thing, the salute here, so just so that you know. We're particularly proud is the fact that our student athletes, we have 344 scholarship recipients in 16 different varsity sports, and they have the highest grade point average ever. And that's what I'm really proud of.
Chancellor, thank you. To our Board of Regents, thank you so much for your support throughout this project. As Chair Blair referenced, yes, it was many, many presentations in front of you all, and I certainly appreciate your willingness to make sure that that this project moved along. Also, two former chairs of our Board of Regents I want to mention because they were part of this journey as well, and that's Welcome Wilson Sr. and then also Carol Ray, who could not be with us, but thank you both for your help as well. Want to recognize, as I already have somewhat, our head football coach, Tony Levine. I do want to say a few comments on the recruiting class. Right now, the recruiting services ranked that class as the #1 non-BCS class in the entire country, and #2 in the Big East. And Coach and I have already talked, and he's promised that it'll be #1 in the Big East next year. So the stadium right now, just an update quickly. Right now we just finished, we're at 100% in terms of the design development documents. We're at about 50% in terms of construction documents, and the best news of all is that we are on time. In fact, we're a little bit ahead of schedule right now. So, and if I don't hurry up this speech, we're going to soon be behind schedule. So, and now for the people that truly we could have not done this without. I want to start off with our student leaders. Dr. Couture referred to the referendum and the fact that we couldn't have done this without them. And just so everybody knows, that referendum, there was a record turnout here in terms of referendums on this campus. We had 9,923 students turn out. That was almost double the previous referendums ever held on campus, and an overwhelming 73.9% of the students voted in favor of the referendum. By far the greatest margin of victory, and we'll just call it 74%. And at this point in time, I have exciting news that the O'Quinn Foundation just donated or pledged our most recent donation of $5 million to the stadium, whereas John M. O'Quinn's name John's name will remain on our field, and I know that John is looking up above, smiling on this day. So thank you so much, Rob, for and the trustees.
Everybody for helping make this happen.